Our next guest was the executive producer and creator of 3 amazing shows: Beverly Hills 90210, Melrose Place, Sex and the City, and now's out with that hit show. Have you seen it, Younger? Well, Darren and Miriam, who stars in the show, join us right now. And I'm just curious, is it harder writing the first show of a series or now the first show of the 4th season?
I think they're both hard, Con. But I think that the first episode is always the most fun because everything's new. By the time you get to the 4th season, it's a little more complicated. But this was a blast to write, this first episode, with Kristen Chenoweth guest starring as sort of a Kellyanne Conway-like character who's a Washington spin doctor who's pitching a book, and that really is all about how we define truth, and it really resonates with the themes of the show. And I think there's so much going on in the first episode and the entire season of Younger.
I have to tell you, when I read the first episode of season 4, when I got the script, I was so excited because I think it speaks to so many things that are going on in the world right now, and it also continues to tell this story that we've become so involved in with these characters we love so much. And I just was like, oh my, season 4 is going to be amazing, because I was so excited by that script. It was so smart. It's just...
I think the zeitgeist
really
has caught up to sort of what the show's about, in
Yeah.
a way, and surpassed it,
Yeah.
and sped right past it,
Yeah.
because the show is all about
Truth.
and how do we define truth, and can we present alternative facts about who we are, and is that okay? And that's sort of what the show's been about since the beginning.
So Miriam, do you read the first episode only of a new season, or do you read all the episodes of the season to see how your character evolves?
Well, first of all, I try to read as much as I can
We don't let
about
them
the
read-
season,
we don't
but
let
they
them
don't
read
give
them
them to
all.
us. Yeah, I mean, they'll give us 2 episodes at a time, and usually they're kind of spaced out, so we don't really know what's coming up. Now, we had an opportunity this season because there was a writer's strike that was maybe going to happen, so they had to get as many scripts out as they could. So we were, in fact, able to read more scripts than usual, and I could not put them down. Like, as soon as the script came through my email, whatever I was doing, I have 2 kids, whatever I was doing, I was like, make your own dinner, I'm reading a script, I'm so excited every time I get a script because I'm a fan of the show too. I'm a fan of the characters and the story, so I want to know what's going to happen next. Not just because I have to then figure out what Diana, my own character, is doing, but also because I want to know what's going to happen.
So for those that haven't seen Younger yet, get us set up a little bit of the story trajectory to the start of the 4th season.
So Diana Trout, who is Liza's boss, maybe the boss from hell, perhaps to some people, she just thinks an incredibly capable woman in the workplace. She fell in love last season, and her boyfriend moved in, and so she's sort of opening herself up to this whole new world of sharing her life. I'm not sure she's the best at sharing. She can maybe use a few lessons in that. So there's a lot that happens with it, and the whole trajectory of that relationship is beautifully written and really well done, and was a blast to play. Really, really great. So I was really grateful for my storyline this season.
And Darren, how excited are you personally to see the success that Younger has had now going into its 4th season?
I mean, it's what you hope for, and I think it starts with, first of all, a fantastic cast, which we have, that inspires the writing. And I think that I've always felt like Younger was like a little sleeper. I feel like people have had to discover it, but it's the best kind of hit, which is a word of mouth hit, because people really are passionate about the show and they tell their friends to watch it. And then this year, we're finally, just as of last week, the first 3 seasons are up on Hulu, so people can go binge those seasons, come and watch season 4 on TV Land. So I feel like the show is just kind of like been like a nice word of mouth hit.
Well, the cast is truly dynamic, as is the writing. And Darren, I'd love to ask you this question. Given the amount of hit series you've had in your portfolio, what has really been the quintessential piece of your success on that journey?
I think it's writing shows where I feel like you have something to say about the world, where I love to write characters that the audience can have a relationship with. And certainly I have to feel the same relationship that they do, and kind of like love the characters I'm writing for. And I think I think the shows that I've done that are successful are the ones that have something to say, and also create a bond where the characters create sort of a real bond with the audience.
Well, your writing and vision is so incredible, Darren. And Miriam, tell us what's it like being on TV Land?
First of all, I've done a lot of shows on network television, and I have found that TV Land has been one of the most creative places I've ever been able to work
likewise,
with on
yeah.
television. They are so open to the stories that you're telling. They're so open to letting your voice and the writer's voice speak for the story and letting it be what it should be. And that's sort of new experience for me on television. It's been fantastic working on TV Land.
Wonderful, wonderful partners.
Well, we are certainly glad you partnered with them. I can't wait to tune into TV Land to watch season 4 of Younger unfold. And Darren and Miriam, thank you so much for joining us. You guys were great.
Thank
Con.
you.